I don't know why it always works out this way, but anytime I talk about a team or a player not doing that well, they end up exploding. Like yesterday, when we made that most disappointing players, as soon as I was done recording my video, Francisco Lindor hit a home run. So just expect all of those guys to be MVP players for the rest of the year. But anyways, what's going on, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another video. Today, we are going to do the exact opposite. We're going to talk about the 15 most surprising players to begin the 2021 MLB season. We're going to rank them 15 all the way to the number 1 spot. Shohei Ohtani is in today's video. Do you guys think that he's going to be the number 1 player? Is he going to be number 7? Because we've seen him perform well in the past. I guess you're going to have to wait and see. All right, so let's not waste any more time. Let's talk about the 15th most surprising player to begin the 2021 first half of the MLB season. We have Huascar Ynoa. He broke his own hand, so unfortunately, his season was kind of halted in the middle of a breakout year, his rookie season, with a 3.02 ERA and a 3.78 FIP. Both of those numbers are pretty good. It's nothing that is jumping out at your face like, wow, I can't believe that this kid is doing that. But he had 2 home runs as a hitter. One of them was a grand slam. So if he is someone that can drive in a few runs on his own and limit an offense to 2 or 3 runs any given day, maybe even throw a complete game shutout every now and then, he's definitely someone that the Braves are happy to have. So Craig Kimbrel is making today's video, and the reason why he is so low is because we've seen Craig Kimbrel do this in the past. And 2019 and 2020, you can almost say something was wrong mentally, or maybe there was one small mechanical issue that just caused him to have an almost 6 ERA and FIP between 2019 and 2020. But he's back and he is in business in 2021. A sub 6 ERA at the time of this recording, and he already has 20 saves. Now, maybe by the time that this gets pushed live, he could be on a different team. I've never seen a guy get traded, or at least I don't remember a player getting traded during the All-Star break, but he is having such a dominant season, and the Cubs are such a dumpster fire that, yes, it makes sense that maybe Chris Bryant and Craig Kimbrel could get moved. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say I did not expect this. Kyle Gibson might have a chance to start the All-Star game. I mean, I've seen flashes of greatness, or should I say, is goodness a word? I've seen flashes of Kyle Gibson being good in the past, but not 2.29 ERA and a sub 3.5 FIP good. And I don't know how long it's going to last, but I wanted to tip my cap. I wanted to pay some respect to Kyle Gibson because the Rangers, along with the Tigers, they've actually been playing pretty decent baseball over the last few weeks. And I got to tip my cap because Kyle Gibson, he has been one of the biggest factors into their resurgence, if you want to call it that, because the Rangers are still a bad team. Don't get it twisted. Got to turn around the jersey for this next guy, yeah? Akil the Bad Man. I call him the Magic Man because he just seems to make things happen out of thin air. He had a monster first week, a historic first week in Major League Baseball, and then you pretty much saw him fall off a cliff, but he has stormed all the way back. He had a 431 on base percentage in May. 431, and then in June, he upped that. He got on base at a 455 clip. He also has 13 stolen bases, so yes, he is sacrificing the power a little bit to learn the Major League strike zone, but we have to remember, the reason why he's making today's list, and I wanted to put him higher, but I didn't want to be a fanboy, he never played above A ball, not double A, not triple A, not high double A, or how many leagues are in the minors. When you go from single A to Major League Baseball, that's very hard. So if you don't think that Akil Baddoo is a pleasant surprise, you might as well turn in your baseball card right now because you have no idea what you're thinking. Honestly, you just stop talking about baseball. Brandon Crawford, I don't know if he's been, drinking the water that is in McCovey Cove. Maybe it has magical powers, or he's eating the eggs from Nacho Libre, like those eagle eggs that gives you magical powers. But he's almost at 20 home runs and a 150 OPS plus by the All-Star break, and he also still plays pretty good defense. So yeah, Brandon Crawford, I tip my cap, shout out. I don't know how he's doing it. Whatever he's eating, whatever he's drinking, I'm gonna need some of that. Omar Narvaez has been a sneaky good pickup. I will say this right now, the Brewers have been pretty good at making trades over the last few seasons, whether it's trading for Christian Yelich, whether it's trading for Willy Adames. Ever since they traded for Adames, they've been the best team in baseball with like a 35-13 record, something like that. And Narvaez is also a big reason why, because his batting average has been hovering around 300 for the entire season, and he is driving in runs. He has an OPS plus that is nearly 30 to 40% better than average, and he is playing some pretty solid defense. I can't remember off the top of my head if he made the All-Star team or not, but honestly, he is having an all-star season. Speaking of all-star seasons, I will say this right now, Tyler O'Neill was snubbed of the 2021 All-Star roster in the National League. He is finally putting all of it together. The power, the speed. We saw him win a Gold Glove in 2020, so we know that the potential is there. He's also a Greek god who just so happens to be on planet Earth playing baseball. I mean, he is built to be a power hitter, but he's also got top 10 sprint speed and a Gold Glove to boot. I mean, we're seeing full effect Tyler O'Neill, and it is so exciting. The second Tiger to make today's video, I cannot believe that Cleveland let him away for practically nothing. Maybe they got back some belly button lint or an orange peanut M&M in return. I don't know what we got in return, but Eric Haas has 13 home runs, a 135 OPS at the time of this recording in his first 143 at-bats. I mean, he has to make the list. If he was not on today's list, I would expect you guys to call me out on Twitter because honestly, Eric Haas, it doesn't make sense what he's doing. And if that isn't the very definition of being a surprising player, I don't know what is. All right, so hear me out. Some of the names that you are about to hear have been good in the past. So maybe they went from star player to average player back up to superstar. So hear me out. I want to go ahead and make my case for these next 7 guys. At the number 7 spot, we have Taijuan Walker, who was pretty good in 2020. He showed some signs of improving, but right now he is the Mets' number 2 starter, which is high praise considering they have Marcus Stroman and a few other guys right behind Jacob deGrom. He has a 7-3 record. No one really cares about win-loss record anymore. So if we take a look at these stats, he has a 2.5 ERA and an elite FIP. So overall, Taijuan Walker has been good at limiting runs. He's been good at limiting home runs and giving up walks. I mean, overall, I can say this. Taijuan Walker has had an all-star first half, and in my opinion, I was not expecting that. He was someone that was passed on by 29 other teams. The Mets were the only team in Major League Baseball to offer him a contract over the offseason. Moving on over to Marcus Semien, I have to put my hands up. I have to admit that I was wrong. I called him overrated coming into 2021, and he shut me the heck up. He almost has a 4.5 WAR. He's on pace to have an 8 WAR season by the time that this is all said and done. He has 20 plus home runs, 10 plus stolen bases at the All-Star break, and he is playing otherworldly defense. I was not expecting to have him in today's video because I wanted to make this 6 months ago. I was excited to see who were the most surprising and disappointing players from the first half, and honestly, Marcus Semien, I thought he was going to be on the other list, the most disappointing. Now, a lot of people might get mad at me that I'm putting Adam Frazier over Marcus Semien, but the reason why I'm doing that is because we've seen Marcus Semien be a stud in the past. We've never really seen Adam Frazier play at an all-star caliber level, and that's what he's doing. He had a terrible 2019 and 2020, and all of a sudden, he is now leading Major League Baseball in base hits, and he is the starting second baseman in the All-Star game for the National League squad. He has a 135 OPS plus. He has been borderline, I'm not going to say MVP caliber player because I think Brian Reynolds has even been more surprising, but he's not on today's list because Brian Reynolds is that dude. I've always believed in him. But Adam Frazier, I mean, in maybe a world where people care more about contact, he would be an MVP player. But of course, if you're not hitting 25 home runs and playing really good defense like Fernando Tatis has 19 errors, so I don't know. But you guys know what I'm saying. Adam Frazier is not going to get a ton of praise because he's not hitting a ton of home runs. It seems like, just like Greg Maddux and Tom Glavine said, chicks dig the long ball, and apparently everyone else does as well. All right, so let me stop ranting about whatever the heck that I'm ranting about. Carlos Rodon, I mean, he's always been praised as a guy that has a high ceiling, but he was never able to reach that until 2021. And some people were saying, hey, once that sticky stuff gets removed, he's not going to be that good. Well, he has been terrific. He has a 2.31 ERA. He is leading the entire American League in FIP, and he threw a no-hitter. So between Kyle Gibson and Carlos Rodon, if you're going to pick one guy to start the All-Star game, in my opinion, between those two dudes, I would go Carlos Rodon. Cardinals fans, you might want to plug your ears because anytime I say the names Luke Voit, Randy Arozarena, or Adolis Garcia, I'm sure that a shiver runs down your spine because Adolis Garcia is essentially the American League version of Tyler O'Neill. He has elite power, he has elite speed, and he plays a fantastic center field. So, in my opinion, he is one of the few guys on this list that has the it factor. I'm super bummed that he's 27, 28 years old, so he's hitting his prime, yes, but he's starting a whole lot later than most of the guys on today's list. But if we're talking about surprising players, if Adolis Garcia wasn't in today's video, it'd be blasphemy. At the number 2 spot, we don't have Shohei Ohtani. Yes, Shohei is going to be the number 1 guy, but I'm going to go with Cedric Mullins at the number 2 spot. He has quintessentially been a 2.0 carbon copy of prime MVP Christian Yelich. A batting average well over 300. He's on pace for a 30-30 season, and ever since he stopped switch hitting, Christian Yelich only hits from the left side. We know that. Cedric Mullins coming into 2021, he was actually a switch hitter, but he found out he actually wasn't that good at being a switch hitter, so he only hits from the left side. I can't believe I didn't know that coming into the season, but ever since he did that, yes, he has been prime Christian Yelich. Maybe not as prolific, I don't know if that's the right word, but you guys better put some respect on Cedric Mullins' name. And a lot of people have been saying that they're making a ton of money because a few years ago Mullins was in every single box imaginable, so they have tons of autographs and a lot of people are flipping them, and he's making a lot of people a lot of money. So good for Cedric Mullins. He has made the All-Star team. I was actually thinking that wasn't going to happen because people weren't voting for him, but he made it and my heart is happy. And then last but not least, Shohei Ohtani is surprising every single person watching today's video, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Shohei Ohtani is on pace to have 60 home runs, 20 to 25, maybe even 30 stolen bases, and 150 plus strikeouts as a pitcher. What Shohei Ohtani did and is currently doing in the first half of 2021 will be talked about for the rest of time. I hope you guys understand that. What we just saw might never happen ever again unless it's Shohei Ohtani doing it. So in my opinion, yes, Shohei Ohtani is a Rookie of the Year and he showed some promise in the past, but because of his down 2020 season and because I got into card collecting, his prices were at an all-time low. No one was investing in Shohei Ohtani because they thought that he was a bust. So in my opinion, yes, Shohei Ohtani is the most surprising player in all of the league. I can't believe what we're witnessing. It is truly special. I will tell my kids about this. I hope that my kids tell their grandkids. And if not, I will be that annoying grandfather that talks about Akil Baddoo and Grady Sizemore and Shohei Ohtani in 40 years, and I won't mind doing that. But thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support for the first half of this year. You guys have been absolutely crushing it, and I would not be able to go to the home run derby and do all this crazy stuff without all you guys. So thank you. I very much appreciate it. Also, shout out to my boy Tyler. He actually edited today's video and yesterday's because I needed a lot of help. So make sure you guys say thank you, Tyler, in the comment section down below. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the vlog. Don't miss the home run derby vlog. I'll see you guys there. Peace out.